Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Epokk and today I will try to lead you through the Tail Cave. Now this is the very first dungeon that you will find in Link's Awakening. So spoilers alert. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can find the Tail Cave over here in the, at the beach area. I already explained in a previous video how you can find the Tail Cave key. I will leave a link to that one right in the top corner right about now if you want to see how you can find it. Now let's just enter and go through it. Now it's a really great dungeon. Now here you have these little shielded guys. Now you can't kill them with slashing them, but you can easily punch, just attack them so they fall away into a little hole. And here you have this small key. Now you have two kinds of key. You have a small key and nightmare key. Now the small key is just mainly to open generic doors, while the nightmare key is for specific doors. Now if you kill all the guys quickly enough, then the torches will stop attacking you, and now you have the compass. You have a specific compass for each cavern or cave or dungeon or whatever, and when you're nearby a chest, then it will let you know that there's one nearby. Now let's move on to this side. Now we have a few dungeon bad guys. If these crawl on you, you become really slowed, so just be sure to kill them really quickly. This acorn will reduce the damage you take by half, so that's really nice. And now let's move on to this guy. I'll just throw him off the side, push the button, and there we have our first chest. And there we have another small key that can open a generic door. Now, in this area we will need another item now, so just kill these guys quickly. Now these skeletons will always try to move back. They're really dodging your attacks, so just spam them and try to corner them. And the bats will pretty much the same. Once you kill them all, you have a chest. So pretty much in this game, actually in all the dungeons, just try to kill all the mobs in every room, and often you will get a chest. This is the map you can use, and just to find your way around. Now you have the door to the top, but we don't need it. It will all lead to the same room. But first we go in here and we kill the bats again. Once again, stay away from the cracked floor, because otherwise you might fall through it. Now the previous door that we didn't take also leads to this room. So here you have a few things. Now you can't destroy right now these little yellow balls, so just try to avoid them and open this chest. Another small key for a generic door, but trust me, you will need them all. Now this caterpillar really doesn't do anything, but I chose to take him out anyway. Okay, so let's just go through here, because you need to be here. So this is the first generic door that you can open with your small key. So just rush through here, you don't really need to take him out. And here you have this little first part. Now this part was really difficult for me. Now the entire point is, these three guys have those different card symbols. Spades, clovers, hearts, and clubs. I don't know. And I don't really know what it's called in English. And the point is actually just need to get all three to the same icon. But they do hurt you, so be sure to watch out. So let's just... Now if you made a mistake like that, you can just reset them. Okay, so with these guys you have the 4 different cards symbols, and now you're just trying to get them all to the same level, to the same icon at the same time. So just, try to hit them at the exact same time. So in this case that's gonna be hearts. So we're gonna wait till, he always does the first two very fast, and then the third one is frequent. So we got hearts, and now we got some stuff. Okay, so you get these hearts to regain health if you need them. Let's open this chest and then you can find the owl's beak. Now the owl's beak is something you can find in, or the stone beak. It's one you can find in every cave, and then you can use them at these statues for tips if you need them. So now let's just move through this area. Now in all honesty, I'm not sure why I got this chest. I don't know if it's linked to a certain enemies that I killed before, or is it because I had the stone owl, but just try it out. Just try killing all the enemies. With these guys, with this one, just try to you know, spring the trap so he moves, and then you can just pass through it. Now you will see that a little bit clearer now in the next parts. Okay, so here we are just gonna move through this area. You kind of need to do this at a certain pace. With these guys, just wait here for a moment so they come towards you, and then you can spam kill them. Because if they jump on you, they will slow you down like we saw earlier in the dungeon. Now here, once again, you can use the stone beak, and then he will give you a tip, and that's mainly just to move this one so the door opens. Now these are new kinds of enemies, so these are the spiked shells, so let them just attack you, block them with shield, and so they fall on their back, and then you can just kill them with 2 hits. There we go. And then we have another secret passage who opens up. Now let's, you know, we're gonna take a piece of power because why not? Not that we're gonna need it. So here you see the owl gave you the tip to kill the guys with blocking your shield. So these statues are really useful if you need them. Okay, so I'm still messing with the control scheme. I sometimes screw up. Okay, so we can just jump on these little mushroom guys, and I forgot how they're named. Goombas, I believe, in Mario's. It was a really weird for me to just see this different camera's perspective from earlier. Okay, so we've moved towards, just ignore the heart right now. Just spring this trap once it returns to its place, and then we can open the chest, and here you have a new item. Now this item is the Rock's Feather, and it basically just means you can jump now. So you can just equip it to X or Y. I do it to Y, and we can just pick up the hearts, for example, when you're low on health. Now let's just go once again through this area, and now we can just move easily through this little area. Probably a little bit smoother than I just did, if you're a little bit more skilled than I am. Now, I kind of made a mistake here for just moving through this area, while I could have just jumped over the hole that you saw a little bit earlier. I'll demonstrate it in a moment. So you can jump over traps, you can jump over these holes. Now there is a door open, or something you can open later on here. So be sure to mark that on your map if you don't really think you can remember it all. But you know, like I said in my previous video for the delegate key, you know, this game uses a very small map if you kind of look at it. If you jump through here, you can open this with a normal key. You know, if you unlock items, you can have new possibilities in earlier areas that you already passed through. So this game has a little bit of replayability in that fashion, or well, not replayability, but you know, you need to revisit older areas. So now that we have the nightmare key, let's move on. I'll try to ignore enemies. Come on. Don't really need to kill him actually. Don't really sure why I'm doing that, but we got a rupee out of it, so why not? Okay, so now that we can jump, let's just jump over this. And here we have a mini boss. Now most dungeons have actually 2 bosses, a mini boss like this one, and then a major boss, like a real end boss, or not end boss, dungeon boss. Try to dodge him as he jumps around. For some reason I'm screwing it up, but we'll be fine. And just always jump over this little rod he spins. But I'm really screwing it up, to be honest. Okay, so that didn't take too much. Now this is a fairy that you can take just to get your health back, but later on you will get well, I will show in the next video how you can actually just gather them. Now let's just go through here very quickly. I kind of feel like I'm missing something in this room. It's just really big, but maybe we can return later with a new item. Now, I haven't finished the complete game just yet, but these are just, you know, my first dungeons that I did. I wanted to make a video on it. Okay, so let's bring the trap, and now we can move through here. And for this one, we will need the nightmare key, which we got earlier. Now, this is the end boss. I'm still not sure what he's supposed to be, some kind of caterpillar. Now, the entire point is he's really hard to hit. You can't kill him unless you hit that little fragile part at the end of his tail. If you hit that, he will start moving a little bit faster. It seems like he's, you know, steaming, really getting frustrated or whatever. And just every time you see that flower, you know, open, the flower is open, then just be sure to hit him. Now, if he comes close to you, you can block him so he won't attack you, so he won't damage you. But there we go. If you got him once hot enough, and then you hit it last time, there we go, and he dies. Now, this is the first heart upgrade you get from the dungeon bosses. So now you will see actually that my number of hearts has increased, and we can move on to the next room where we can find our first, you know, musical instrument. Now you will need a few of these to wake up one of the final NPCs, but yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that. But each dungeon has one of these instruments, and you need to collect them all. It's kind of like Pokemon and gyms in certain aspects, but yeah. Anyway guys, that's it. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this one, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!